Okay, almost all of the skincare actives and even non-actives have certain usage percentage rate, manufacturer usage percentage rate from a professional standpoint of view. And honestly speaking, for the longest of time, I am a firm believer of stating the percentages of actives. Because if I'm picking up a product today, let's say a vitamin C product, I would be interested in knowing the percentage of the vitamin C. Just in case I might be using another product that has vitamin C in it so that I do not overdose on it. I remember I had a similar experience of soft with a client where she already had a salicylic acid face wash, and I didn't know about that history. She didn't tell me about her skincare, and I gave her 2% salicylic stay on product. She had salicylic acid in her face wash, I don't know of what percentage, and I gave her 2% salicylic acid stay on products. And it messed up her skin because it started peeling these areas of her skin, obviously. And so when I got to meet her, I'm like, are you using it? And she said it was just those 2%, that 2% salicylic acid I gave her that she was using. And I asked her if she was using it every day. She said no, she wasn't using it every day. She was using it whether it's twice or three times a week, she said. And I even asked her to reduce the use, but she was still battling with that peeling ish. And the thing about salicylic acid is drying to the skin. So over the course of overuse, she started experiencing that peeling side effect. So I now asked her if she had other skincare products she was using alongside my own skincare product, and she said yes. And I'm like, okay, state it to me. And that's when I now found out that she was using either I can't remember the brand she called, that contained, I think, equally 2% salicylic acid, but in a wash of product, in a face wash. But to be using that face wash every day, daily most likely, and then plus the days that she will now be using 4%, 2% salicylic acid stay on product, that is, she's literally running on above, if you know what I'm trying to say to you. So I am a firm believer of brands stating their percentage in their active. See, I'm an influencer. For as a content creator, as a cosmetic brand owner, I am equally an influencer, and I've had one or two brand deals here that I have not gotten to that point where I feel I would want to accept brand deals yet, because I have my own brand I'm pushing forward. But a lot of influencers on this space are making good money influencing a lot of product, not just on YouTube, on social media space in general. Even some of our dermatologists, they're equally content creator alongside being dermatologists. Dermatologist is actually the command or the power they have to conquer, plus the fact that they are content creators and they are also on this space for money, just like me myself. So dermatologists could actually keep pushing a product, keep making, beautifying a product. I remember sometime, was the last year or a year ago or more, I watched a video from a doctor, and he was literally promoting a certain product. I won't call the product here, but what is inside that product was actually retinol in combination with hydroquinone. No percentages were stated, but to me, that is a weird product that a melanated skin would not benefit from, because retinol is something that should be used over a long period of time, if not almost everlasting. And then hydroquinone is something that shouldn't be used long term. In as much as retinol might not necessarily be an ingredient that you would want to use every day in your skincare, but it might get to a particular point in your skincare routine, out of so much consistency, you would get to that point where you use retinol every day. Then what happens to the hydroquinone, and for how long will you use it? But this doctor in question kept pushing this brand, and I'm like, okay. Then aside from that, again, there are other brands that I've seen. I wouldn't call any here, but especially around most of these K beauty products, they hardly state their percentages of actives. They can just bring you a niacinamide serum and you don't know the percentage. It could be 2%, it could be 1%. And another thing again is that I have seen a brand for sure. I'll actually call this brand, in as much as a brand that I have also spoken in favor of it. But at this point, if there's a downside, I will also speak against it. Is Olay. Olay has a retinol cream that there was a little bit of controversy surrounding, though I didn't follow to the end, about their percentage of retinol in that product. Now, with the melanated skin, in as much as we have a very good skin, but skincare is another beautiful exercise or another beautiful practice that can make the melanin skin feel good about ourselves. And the fact that the melanin skin is a very strong skin, obviously, and that's why we brag that black don't crack. But that's by the way, we have, aside from a melanin skin that is sensitive, though, we benefit more from certain percentages over none. Okay, there are some parts, I don't know if it's in the US, I'm not too sure, that retinol, percentage of retinol has been regulated. It does not go beyond 0.3%. Yes. And then some brand, like example, this Ole, put out the product, refuse to state the percentage. Two things are involved. Is either the percentage of that retinol is usually above or is below. And if it's below, a melanated skin might not benefit from it. And hence the reason why, come 2025, if anyone will hear my voice, if at all my voice is loud enough, stating percentages of actives is very, very important in skincare, especially for melanated skin types, so that we will be able to know what we're buying. Because in as much as, like I said earlier, consistency is key, doesn't mean that we should pick up a product that has a really, really low percentage that might not work for us in the long run. That's the truth. It might not necessarily work for us in the long run. And it's not fair. Skincare is cheap. I am a sucker for stating the percentage of actives, especially when a melanated skin is trying to shop for skincare products. I do not advise picking up a product blindly. On this same space, I have seen people that have reacted to an ingredient like niacinamide, vitamin B3, probably at a very high percentage. If companies or if that brand didn't state the percentage, someone might pick it up, react to it, and generalize that niacinamide is bad for their skin, but it's not necessarily bad for their skin. Probably that percentage is bad for their skin. So you see, stating the percentage of actives in skincare when it comes to melanated skin, I am speaking specifically for melanated skin, is very, very important. It gives us an edge. It could go positive, it could go negative, but I am pushing more on the positive aspect, because the negatives could come maybe from misunderstandings. Yes, like I just stated at the beginning of this video about a client that already had a salicylic acid product and didn't let me know. Right? And from that client, I think I became very persistent in asking people what type of skincare routine they had or have already or are practicing, before wanting to purchase products. And I'm this kind of person that I have a product line, obviously, but I wouldn't throw it to your face that you must get this and all of that. I try to state categorically clear to you, especially for we melanated skin, because I create skincare and hair care products for people that resemble me, mind you, not non-bleaching products. And I push on the fact that you should learn to go through your ingredient list. Right? You don't necessarily have to purchase my product. Like even some of these influencers, they show you a product that you cannot afford, or even when you try to buy it, it might not be delivered to your area. And so therefore, alternatives. And maybe I'll come with a video speaking about dopes, other alternatives. There are some dopes that some people will say is a yes, some dopes some people will say is a no. It all depends on how or what the formula entails. But if the formula has the desired ingredients that can function, like when I come with that video, I think I'll explain further about dopes and what it entails to have a cosmetic product. Come 2025, I would love skincare actives to be stated on the labels of this product. If it is not on the website, probably if there's a point where the brand owner or they have other consultants or assistants that can actually speak to the client, that will be a good one. But basically, for me, all of that is stress, right? Pushing out a product, state the percentage of that active so that the melanin skin will know if they will benefit from that product or not, or will be able to shuffle and not overuse a certain product by mistake because the percentages have not been stated. And melanated skin, I still push on the fact that you have to look out for your skin by looking out for the ingredient list of whatever product you want to use to know if the ingredients on that product will be favorable to the skin or it will be useful or not. Because still, when I come up with the video of those, I'll talk about some overpricing points. The fact that some brands, yeah, they are out there, they have made name for themselves, so therefore they just push out anything for people to buy without even considering the fact that it is what it is. Okay, so basically stating percentage or looking out for percentages, therapeutic percentages of actives is very, very important when shopping for a melanated skin, honestly speaking. So going just because you see a product is cheap, is there, you now see the buzz online, here and there, is a gold standard, is a miracle product, you just run and buy it. Consider looking through properly come 2025. All right, thank you so much. Hope to see you in the video soon. Bye.